70 million years ago in the Namek Basin, a group of Xanabazar dinosaurs set their sights on Deinocheirus eggs. Deinocheirus' massive body made it slow and sluggish, and although its powerful forelimbs could temporarily hold off the attackers, the intruders used their numbers to break through the defenses and damage one of the eggs. By the time Deinocheirus noticed, it was already too late, and the ambush had cost it one of its offspring. In the natural world, losses like this are actually quite common, leaving no time for grief. Deinocheirus still had to hurry to keep the remaining eggs from hatching too late, so this giant had no choice but to endure hunger and constant threats from predators. After an unknown stretch of time, a Deinocheirus hatchling finally broke out of its shell, stepping into this brutal world for the very first time. Because of the size limits of the eggs, these giant hatchlings were only as small as cats or dogs at birth, and they looked incredibly adorable. One egg hatching signaled that the others were also about to hatch. Soon, hatchlings were emerging one after another, filling the nest with a crowd of tiny, cute creatures. The mother Deinocheirus, caring for so many babies for the first time, was completely overwhelmed. Fortunately, they were omnivorous dinosaurs that mainly fed on plants, so food wasn't scarce, and the lush vegetation could easily meet their needs. But the hatchlings needed the freshest, most tender shoots, so the mother always saved the youngest leaves for them, and taught them the skills they would need to survive. However, the dinosaur world was extremely harsh, and a Tarbosaurus had set its sights on them. With no combat experience, the mother Deinocheirus used its massive body to face the predator. Although it was slightly larger in size, its relatively agile forelimbs allowed it to respond effectively. But as an apex predator, the Tarbosaurus was well aware of Deinocheirus' weakness, and clamped its massive jaws tightly onto the vulnerable neck of Deinocheirus. With that level of bite force, no dinosaur could escape a fatal blow. Severely injured, the mother continued to struggle on through sheer willpower. When it was bitten again with brutal force, it could barely stay on its feet. Yet it still mustered its remaining strength and overturned the Tarbosaurus. At that moment, it had already given up any hope of survival, and for the sake of its offspring, it chose to fight the Tarbosaurus in a battle to the death. The Tarbosaurus was completely overwhelmed by its ferocity and had no choice but to abandon the hunt. In the end, the mother Deinocheirus managed to drive away the apex predator, but in the next moment she collapsed heavily to the ground. This meant death was imminent. She would never get the chance to watch her babies grow up, nor would she be able to protect them as they matured. The hungry Deinocheirus hatchlings were now in even greater danger. Would they be able to survive on their own in this perilous world of dinosaurs?